Black History Month always means a lot to me, but this year I'm holding it a little more near and dear to my heart. In a time of such civil unrest and in times where we see so much racial injustice, Black History Month gives us the opportunity to highlight the positive elements of what it means to be a Black person in America. It encourages us to remember and reflect on the contributions of Black people to music, literature, science, politics, and so much more. I love that Black History Month is at the beginning of the year so that we can enter the remainder of the year with a mindset of seeking to educate ourselves beyond what we were taught at a young age. To me, Black History Month means opportunity and positivity.
Black History Month to me represents an incredible American legacy that has both beauty and sadness, while also possessing faith and hope of positive things to come. The beauty and pride is in the accomplishments, achievements, and contributions of Black people to this country. The sadness is in the cost and sacrifices that many Black people made so that we could be where we are today. We must continue to build upon the work already done, continue to strive for equality and social justice, and also continue to lift each other up. In doing this, we represent the faith and hope of positive things to come.
Being a Black student athlete with the ability to lead and utilize a platform, Black History Month means so much to me. It gives me an opportunity to emphasize our culture and our history to others, while reminding me how far we've come. This month is meant to acknowledge the roles many African Americans played, while inspiring men and women like me to continue to make history.
Each year, right after the new year, my energy kind of rises and I get more and more excited about Black History Month coming. I can remember in college, my volleyball teammates asking me all kinds of questions about my hair and the foods that my family cooks and music that I listen to. And that was kind of my first opportunity to recognize that there's so many people who really don't have any concept of Black culture or Black history. I think the significance of Black History Month is it gives us that opportunity to not only remind people of all these great things that so many Black people have contributed to this world, but just an opportunity to celebrate Black culture. I love that now there's this huge explosion of Black culture all over, and I look forward to where it goes next so that we can continue to celebrate all the amazing things that Black people have contributed to this society.
African American history is a moment of reflection. The smallest month of the year is the biggest month of the year when it comes to embracing the rich history of African American culture and historical achievements. It is a reflective look into the rich and impressive accomplishments of African Americans who were invisible in the American history books but were brought to bright illumination by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, who chose February to celebrate the birthday and recognize arguably the greatest civil rights leader of the African American movement, Frederick Douglass. As we move through this moment of reflection, we must respect the moment of how we got here, understanding, accepting, and believing that the impressive African American history enabled this country to be the world leader that it is today, moving America forward in the pursuit of light, liberty, and happiness.
Black History Month for me is a time where I can reflect and celebrate my culture and the shoulders that African Americans stand on. This month is a reminder for me to be really proud of what they once taught us to be ashamed of. Black History Month to me is honor, culture, progress, strength, and possibility.
It means a celebration of the contributions that Black and Brown and African Americans have made to this country. I'm very proud of that. As I live it 365 days a year, it's also something inspiring that reflection around the contributions and the many different things in art and literature and music that Black and Brown and African Americans have contributed to the United States of America. For me, it's seeing myself in the fabric of America. For me, it's about making sure that my family, my kids, my students, my colleagues really understand the overall contributions.
Black History Month is a time to celebrate and acknowledge the positive impact that Black people have had on this nation. Our history is deep and rich in strength, excellence, resiliency, and perseverance. Black history is essential to the honest storytelling of our nation. It's time that we all accelerate our activism to motivate our nation to incorporate the lessons learned in February into the fabric of what is taught and emphasized every single month of the year. Black history is American history.
Black History Month is an opportunity to acknowledge how far we have come and to commemorate the contributions of those who have come before us. The legends that paved the way for me and people who look like me to have a bold voice and an unwavering place in the world. The trailblazers that continue to pave the way and inspire and inspirit our youth to understand that anything is possible.
Black History Month means to me a time where I can educate those around me on the achievements and accomplishments of African Americans. African Americans have many achievements that go unnoticed on a daily basis. A lot of their achievements help pave the way for people that look like me. For example, Jackie Robinson was the first African American in the major leagues. If it wasn't for his breakthrough, others like me wouldn't be allowed a chance to even step on a softball field or a baseball field. So I use African American Black History Month as a time just to educate those around me and pay my appreciation to those that paved the way.
What Black History Month means to me is an opportunity to educate. There are so many contributions made and so many important events that Black people were instrumental in elevating and contributing to what we know today as the United States. But also, Black Americans have contributed internationally and throughout this world to make it a better place. I'm reminded of so many people that have done great things, like Rosa Parks. But before Rosa Parks, Margaret Coleman was the first person to sit on the bus. Those type of things are very important to know. Obviously, they inspire, they bring awareness, and their contributions are remembered.
This month and all months remind me to remember the impact that Blacks and African Americans have made, including shining the light on the challenges, successes, and inspirational stories of people of color and how their contributions transformed this country into a complex but yet promising place. Although we have recently lost some great leaders and public figures such as basketball star Kobe Bryant, mathematician Katherine Johnson, actress Cicely Tyson, Hall of Fame coaches John Chaney and John Thompson, and civil rights legends Reverend C.T. Vivian and John Lewis, I am hopeful that these and other leaders will inspire us to move forward in being change agents so that we can make our world more peaceful and inclusive. And I challenge you and everyone to become more engaged in learning about our history so that we can honor the past, embrace the present, and prepare for the future.